Made the same mistakes over and over. I have myself to blame, 'cause I could do better. Give me a break. I want to try again. Give me a break. I want to live again. One more chance is all I ask for. One more chance is all I pray for. I turned to drugs and lost my friends and family. I was too blind to see the harm it did to me. I lost the love, respect, and trust of those around me. Now I must pray and ask the Father to forgive me. Lord, give me a break. I want to try again. Give me a break. I want to live again. One more chance is all I ask for. One more chance, Lord, is what I pray for. Give me a break. Man, I was going down the drain a mile a minute. Thank God I found the courage and the strength to fight it. Now I am praying and asking the Lord to guide me. So from this day on, I say no to drugs, believe me. Lord, give me a break.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Calypso Showcase and the voice of Dennis Williams, the Merchant. One More Chance, one of his many compositions. And in fact, Merchant is the subject of tonight's program. Last week, Wednesday at the Mass Camp, there was a benefit concert held for Merchant. And to talk a little bit about that and let us know something about what are the plans for the future, we have tonight Gypsy. And Gypsy is the president of Trinbago Unified Calypso Organization. And it's a pleasure to have you, Winston Peters, here with us tonight. And perhaps you can start by telling us a little bit about the health, the state of Merchant, because we've been hearing and reading so many conflicting reports. Perhaps you can give us the facts.
Well, you know, Alvin, that every time something happens, we have to add our little 2 cents, and sometimes it adds up. But the true state of Merchant is that Merchant is, he is sick. You know, as a matter of fact, he's in the hospital. But he's not dying. And we are trying to keep him alive. We are trying to keep him in that state where he wouldn't die right now, because there are some treatments available for his illness. And we are at Tuco are trying our very best to ensure that Merchant stick around for as long as he can.
Tell me something about the benefit concert. Where did the idea come from?
Well, it came from, basically, you could say Merchant himself. When we listened to what he was saying, you know, like we went down to the hospital, Bill Trotman, Bali, myself, and lots of Calypsonians. And every time you go, he would say, you know, like, the medication is so expensive. This is, you know, and he really doesn't have any place to live, per se. So we decided that we're going to get together and put something together for him. That might be the first in God knows how many, because it's an ongoing thing, because Merchant sickness is not going to go away. And like I said before, we don't want to lose somebody as great as Merchant.
How much money did you collect at the Mass Camp last Wednesday?
We collected $5,420.
And that's a commendable effort.
Very, very, very. And that's after expense. We had some small expense that we paid there. But let me, before we go into any further into the program, let me thank all the people at Mass Camp. Let me thank all the patrons at Mass Camp, the regular people who come out to the Mass Camp Calypso show every Wednesday night, who enjoy Merchant music so much and who give back, even though they paid to come to the show. They just, I mean, they enormously, they just contributed and contributed. And with their prayers and everything, you know, I mean, I want to thank them very much. And, you know, a lot of people say a lot of times that the Calypso fraternity is in confusion and the Calypsonian don't unite. I want to say that that's garbage, really. Because when you look at what happened there with Merchant, I mean, you were there, and we had more Calypsonians than the show could accommodate. I mean, we had so many Calypsonians, so many people couldn't get to sing. And it was all for the love of another Calypsonian.
Tell me something. We have had situations in the past where there were benefit concerts and there were questions raised as to whether the money collected really reached the intended person. What assurances can you give the public that the monies collected are going to be administered in favor of Merchant?
Well, I want to tell you that as long as I am head of TUCO, any money is collected for any purpose is going to be spent on that purpose. And these guys know that very, very well. And I could assure the public that any money that they give towards Merchant Fund is going to be spent on Merchant.
How is it going to be administered?
Well, it's going to be administered in the way that we're not giving anybody no bulk of money. We have the money there. It's in an account, as a matter of fact. We have a number and all of that.
Perhaps you can tell us where the money...
We deposited the money at the Republic Bank on Frederick Street. It's called the Merchant Benefit Fund. And then the bank account number is 040101825901. And that, I said that for more than one reason. That's the account. So we want people to continue to put money in it for him. And that's where we put the money that we collected already. What's going to happen is that Merchant medical bill is enormous. So we are going to be paying from that. Every time he wants something, we're going to be paying it. You know, like we get the prescription because Calypsonians are always down there. We have the welfare officer in TUCO, it's Ruby Radix.
Right.
And she visited Merchant often, so she's going to go down there and make sure that he gets his need. And his ex-wife, he has a marvelous ex-wife.
Well, one of the things I want to sort of emphasize is that this is going to be an ongoing fund. And what's quite interesting is that I got this letter from the guys at Phase 2 Pangrove who made a collection on behalf of Merchant. And they've asked me to pass this on to you tonight because they knew that you were coming. So on behalf of the boys from Phase 2 Pangrove, this is their collection for the work that Merchant has done with the band. And perhaps there are a lot of other steel bands out there who have played Merchant's music might want to do the same thing. And in fact, a lot of people whose lives he has touched. We're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll show you some of the highlights of the benefit concert from the mass camp.
Because I just smile, love with no end. Say something for your friend. Feels so good when you do something good for somebody. Oh yeah. Oh, it feels so good when you do something good for somebody. Yeah, love someone. Keep a good man down, do share a prayer for our baby somewhere. Feel so good, do something good for somebody. Oh, it feels so good when you do something good for somebody. The song I'm going to sing tonight, I think, is specially dedicated to Merchant. All I would like to tell him, and I'm going to do it from chords, all I want to tell him is, Merchie, no matter what happens in life, never give up. Never give up. You will sing this song along with me. Your world keeps crumbling at your feet. Each day is obstacles you meet. And as you stumble, life gets much harder. But just don't lay down and die. Get up now and make a try. Sing it. Never give up. Try a little harder. Never give up. Don't you surrender. Even though life seems to be blue to you, never give up, never give up. Over my day, oh da da ma do 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 do. Oh my ya ya oh, oh my ya ya oh, oh
around me, food that went in a quantity. If I could go back to Africa, then I will be a great man. Running, swimming, climbing, around a fire dancing, women washing, swinging and singing. You could hear their voices echo in the wind, and they shouting, oh my ya ya, 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 oh my ya ya.
The workers of iniquity dig a pit for me. Now they're waiting for me to fall in, trying to take my bread and butter with lies and propaganda. But they're fooling, they're only fooling. I will not be afraid of what man can do to me. Man, you see, is only vanity. You see, who God bless, no man curse. He shall never hunger or thirst. Who God bless, no man shall ever curse. He shall be cursed. He shall be cursed. Who God bless, no man curse. He shall never hunger or thirst. Who God bless, no man shall ever curse. Shall be cursed, shall be cursed. Who God bless, no man curse. I want to hear the audience sing that. Who God bless, no man curse. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Who God bless, no man curse. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who God bless, no man curse.
My wife created history. Last year she made a talking baby. Get back on. This one was history. You know the woman went and made a talking baby. The doctor do so, fix his spectacle, and then tell my wife, this is miracle. The nurse in the bedroom gets so frightened and start to tremble and drop the base. The child born, he ball out good night. And at the doctor hand, he start pelting bite. You know, on top the bed, the child make a swing. And tell the doctor, take your time with my navel string. Dog.
Yes, my neighbor, we bully, asked me to build a cook for she couldn't stay, she was busy, so she left she daughter home with me. But she daughter Jay-Z made the girl up under me the whole day, and anything I do, you see, she only asking me, how you gonna walk so? How you gonna knock so? How you gonna groove so? How you gonna move so? How you gonna wear so? How you gonna nail so? How you gonna do so? How you gonna screw so? Tell you.
Never
been robbed of our diamonds and our gold. We've been robbed of our language and our names, but never with dignity. I repeat, I'm going back.
Never surrender, oh.
Never surrender, oh. We've been oppressed for a very long time.
Never surrender, oh.
I want to hear you sing.
Never surrender, oh.
I love to hear you sing.
Never surrender, oh.
I love to hear you sing. We've been oppressed for a very long time, but we never surrender. What's right?
These wrong names on investigation causing most of this confusion. How could you send Chase or Corporal Morris to direct in a traffic jam to stop rioting? You send man warring Sergeant Lynch to stop street fighting. These names only making bad matters worse, and that is the part you should straighten first. For on the papers last year was a paragraph where some thieves raid a bank and made a big draft. When police catch the thieves, they say they get half. I hear cow, 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 is God start to laugh. The next half of the money they can't find yet. But tell me what more you really expect when some names of the police in the dragnet was Lenny, Ransom, Half Hide, and Misset.
Welcome back to Calypso Showcase, and just a few of the Calypsonians that sang in the first half of the benefit concert, and a pleasant surprise for all of the people at the mass camp was the arrival of Merchant in person. And how did you all manage to swing that one?
Well, we had asked the doctor before if Merchant would be able to leave, and he said yes, he would be able to leave the hospital. So then we arranged, and Dennis McCormick, thank him very much, he did the transportation. He went down there for Merchant.
Picked him up and
Picked him up.
What was Merchant's mood like coming before he came on stage?
I mean, the guy couldn't be happier.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be happier. I mean, I think that if it was the most potent dose of medication he had since he got sick.
And I think what's going to be even more surprising to some of the people who are not there is that Merchant had already composed a new tune, especially for the occasion, and they're going to get a taste of that in a short while.
And what they don't know is that Merchant has already composed about 50 songs down in that place.
Well, let's take a look at Merchant virtually in concert singing 3 tunes at the mass camp last Wednesday.
There must be a way, and we got to find it today, and let there be harmony, love, peace, and unity. There must be a way, I say. There must be a way. Oh, be a way. Do, do, da, da. Ba, 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 da. Ba, da, da. Each time I hear the world news, Lord, it scares me to think of all the lives that perish daily. Oh Lord, then what is the worth of our lives here on earth? It's so much more to life than waging war. Oh, there must be a way, and we got to find it today. Oh Lord, and live life in unity, peace, love, and harmony. There must be a way, I say. Oh Lord, there must be a way. Oh,
There must be a way.
there must be a way. Oh, there must be a way. Thank you very much. This feeling I have here, this is not an easy thing to live with, you know. This is not an easy thing to live with, you know. I ain't really come to terms with this thing as yet. So you have to forgive me a little. Things are rosy, life ain't easy, but I'm struggling to survive. Believe me, things get so bad, life gets so hard. Sometimes as though I'm going staring mad, Lord, but I'm holding on. Every day go by, I'm holding on. Lord knows how I try. Bamboo, down da dum de, lie do 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 do. I do 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 lie. You take it easy. You take it easy. Every corner is a hinder. Everywhere I turn, oh Lord, is a blunder. Things get so weird, life gets so dread. Not even a bed to rest my weary head, but Lord, I hold on. Every day, every day, every day, I'm holding on. Lord knows how I try. Bam do, dum do do do, lie do 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 do, I do 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 lie do. You take it easy. You take it easy. I'm holding on. Every day, every day, every day, I'm holding on. Lord knows how I try. Dum do, dum do do die, bye da da do 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 do. I do do do. Well, you take it easy. No, you take it easy. But I'm holding on. I'm holding on every day, every day, every day. I'm holding on every day. I'm holding on every day. I'm holding on. I wrote the first night spent at the San Fernando General Hospital. I call this song Friends. Friends. Who is your friends? When you're down and out, nobody needs you. Your friends all disappear, there's no one to turn to. When your pocket dry, you are left alone to cry. When the good times are over, and you look over your shoulder, hey, you don't see no partner. You can't see no partner. So I want you to tell me, who is your friends? Tell me, who is your friends? Are they the ones who come to see what they could get from you? Or are they the ones who's always there for you when you need someone to? So who is your friend? Who is your friend? Who is your friend? Oh, 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 oh. Past experiences is why I wrote this song. And many of you out there know that I am wrong. 'Cause when you have money, you see them in a quantity. But when everything finish, see how quickly they just vanish. It's none of their business. It's none of their business. So I got to ask myself now, who is my friend? Tell me, who is my friend? Are they the ones who come to see what they could get from me? Or are they the ones who's always there for me when I need somebody? Who is my friend? Who is my friend? Tell me who. Sometimes they act so true, it's pretty hard to tell. All the smiles and hugs, they play their part so well, pretending all the time, till you spend every last dime, and as you can't pay them nothing, is you they going on bad talking, like you do them something. I never do them nothing. So I want you to tell me, who is your friend? Tell me, who is your friend? Are they the ones who come to see what they could grab from you? Or are they the ones who is always there for you when you need someone to? Who is your friend? Who is your friend? Who is your friend? Oh, tell me now. Tell me, who is your friend? Who is your friend? Who is your friend? Who is your friend?
His frame is frail, his skin is pale, his voice ain't nothing now, but just a whisper. He stretches hands to you and me, and somehow hope that we would see all contributions he's made, we'll remember. Hey! But in no haste to use the things he made, so sadly we pass him by. We turn our heads the other way, or simply ignore his cries. But we owe a debt I'm willing to bet we can't pay back yet. So how could we forget yesterday's children? Yesterday's children built trucks and trains and boats and planes and highways with so many lanes. They are yesterday's children. Yesterday's children. so we have to treat them good. Be careful with what we do, cause when tomorrow comes, if we are lucky, I know we may become yesterday's children too. We heard merchant songs, we sing along. He did what he should, he make us feel so good, good God. Yesterday's children, yesterday's children. Now we've got to understand he's one heck of a man, and nothing is too much for a contribution to this man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let us keep him around. He going to make much more songs. And then one day, what I'm saying is true. He might be yesterday's children too. Yesterday's children. Yesterday's children. With guitar in hand, a major Calypsonian, making Calypso all over the land. He gonna be yesterday's children. God knows. Yesterday's children. Give him a chance, one more chance, he say. But let us try to show him the way so he could become yesterday's children too. Oh, whoa, 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 yesterday's. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Once they had a competition for the most traveled Calypsonian. Everyone was shocked to see the finalist was Pharaoh and me. Pharaoh went Nigeria, then he went to Spain, he went to Ethiopia, then he went back again. He went Cincinnati, then he went Ohio. But I was the favorite, the crush of the Rio. I went to San Fernando Palace, Connery, Bolosi, and one before the Rio, Pharaoh, Kimura, Arino, Casino, Money, and Coco, and the Yarra brother. I've been everywhere. Entering the show, but something say go Rio, go. I know I only wasting time, but I only following my mind. But not my passport, no, you can go. A visa in it, but something telling me Rio, you could win it. Them foreign judges so incompetent, so say where you went, man. Say where you went. I went to Calcutta, my point commander, Manzalina, Tanapuna, Tagariga, Matura, Taribaran, Barataria, Siparia, Balanda, Rima, and Palmaria. I've been everywhere. I had to ring the bell. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for justice. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for culture. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for freedom. Ring the bell down there. Now I said to ring up the bell for the rhapsody dama. Ring the bell down there. I ring it all over. 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 Come on, brother leader. It's high time that you summon up the power. This time I was set in the air, well, and look, I have a story to tell. Well, it's a long, long time now we fighting for freedom. Victory bound to come. Assemble the people, we sight up the mission, then we rock the rhapsody drum. I ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell, ring the bell down there. Ring the bell, ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell, ring the bell down there. Ring the bell, ring the bell for justice. Ring the bell, ring the bell down there. Ring the bell, ring the bell for culture. Ring the bell, ring the bell down there. Ring the bell, ring the bell for freedom. Ring the bell down there. Lord, I said to ring up the bell for the rhapsody drum. Ring the bell down there. I ring it all over. 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 Hey.
family. You want to help your man financially, but nowadays it's really very hard to get a job as a girl in Trinidad. You're looking now to find something to do. You meet a boss man who promise to help you, but when the man lay down the condition, nothing else but humiliation. He want to see your whole anatomy. He want to see what your doctor never see. He want to do what your husband never do. Still you will know if that camp will hire you. Well, if it's all this humiliation to get a job these days as a woman, go ahead, hear what? Keep your money, I go keep my money and time with my dick is mine.
What's your dad want to do this song? This is the story. Yesterday Elaine got she license. This morning she buy a old Datsun. She husband is a carpenter. He say he could fix carburetor. Engine start to overheat. Elaine husband on his feet. He ain't know a thing about engine. He opened the bonnet and start choking. Choking and he 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 choking. 12 o'clock midday he start burning and he missed a hand in the engine. Choking and he 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 choking. Boy, he don't know what happening. All she knows she husband choking. Choking and he 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 choking. He ain't even have a good spanner. And if you see the man tying his good vibe, choking and he 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 choking.
One faithful October concerned citizen of the world tried to put the constant threat of war under control. With purposeful intent they came together and devised a plan. If successful could mean the salvation of man. Inhabitants of the earth and at a appointed time of the day solemnly knelt together in silence just to pray, to beg for a week, a day, an hour was too great a task. Just a minute of prayerful silence for peace was all they asked. Oh, oh, oh. A minute silence for world peace. Hey, hey, we crave your indulgence for world peace. Come on now, give a tiny minute for world peace. Mankind must no longer live like beasts. Go tell them, love your brother, regardless of race, creed, or color. We go on bended knees, begging all among us, please, please. A minute silence for world peace. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Silence for world peace. Hey, hey. I say we are still the best, in spite of all the unrest. But somebody loco abused. When I watch CNN news, they say that the whole country burned down and border Spain is no more town. But I want to tell the world they lie. Our Trinbagos flag is still flying high. But where else in the world government overthrown and so much people get killed? Where else in the world government overthrown, big football match played still? Where else in the world government overthrown, your main police station burned down? Where else in the world so much fire in tongue, in St. James man drinking beer and rum? So if Trinidad ain't nice, my Trinidad is great. This country of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago, the greatest island on earth. This country of my birth,
Does the rhythm tell you come, 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 come? Does your spirit do a dance to this symphony? What? Yeah, yeah. Does it tell you that your heart is a fire? Oh yeah. Does it tell you that your pain is a liar? Oh yeah. Does it wash away all your unlovely? Well, are you ready for a brand new discovery? Everybody sing! Calypso! Calypso! Calypso music! Yeah, yeah! Calypso! 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 The rhythm make you feel alright. We're gonna jam it through the night. We're singing, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso! Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso, yes. I say that I am the seed of the growling tiger now. I got to sing, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso, oh yeah. All down through the middle passage, we can stand before them now with this mighty message, yeah, oh yeah.
Men fear the dark, it saps their courage. So they use blackness to blacken black man's image. So a black-hearted blackguard will resort to blackmail. And it's the Black Maria that has taken that black sheep to jail. Take a black doll and stick a pin in it. Somebody drops dead, that is black magic. But the white kind will ward off evil spirits. If you visit a sick person wearing white, that is like saying he'll be alright. Wear a black suit and you'll kill the poor man with fright. So it's a fact, a fact, a fact. Once you're black, you're black, you're black. It always have a knife that's pressed firmly against your back. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're taking white Russians as refugees, but sending my people back to Haiti. So black people, the world closing in on me. It's getting smaller and smaller until they see we disappear just like the dinosaur.
Come, I just feel so glad. I don't leave me home, fly down to Trinidad. Cause I love this thing they call soca, soca. Oh, nothing in the world could make me feel better. The woman carrying on as if she going out, she mine. Mister, when I come here, I don't want it all the time. Yes, I am addicted to soca. Yes, I'm addicted to soca. With soca blood in me, baby, again and again. Cause I'm addicted to sweet soca. All I want is sweet soca. Give me plenty sweet soca. Always on my mind, soca. Give me all the time. I say something I just can't do without. Oh, it's sweet soca I'm talking about.
I think it's fitting that we close with Merchant singing One Superpower, which is the only person that can really make a difference in Merchant's life. And we wish you, Merchant, the best of health from here on.
All this superpower, causing destruction and terror. They want to rule the world. They want to take control. Carrying on as if they own the universe. They put human rights last and war first. Yeah. But we must have no fear for the nuclear energy. For there's one more powerful and mighty, and he has dominion over all. I say, we have to answer when he calls. You know why?
because there is one superpower. It only have one superpower. And he's the master, the creator of the heaven and earth. Whoa. Star Wars is first on the program. Last on the list is starvation. They pay no concern at all, though they're hearing the call for equal rights, justice and equality. Though they know that love is lovely and war is ugly. But we must have no fear for the nuclear energy. But there's one more powerful and mighty, and he has dominion over all. I say, we have to answer when he calls. You know why? Because there is one superpower. It only has one superpower.